Okay, eighth grade. We are on week 15, talking about sounds and hearing. And today we're going to be talking about a type of sound that perhaps you didn't think about when we first started this week. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain what ultrasound is and how it is used. So, what could this smiling dolphin and yawning bat possibly have in common? It's not just that they are both mammals. Both of them also use ultrasound to find things in the dark. So what is ultrasound? Ultrasound is a sound that has a wave frequency higher than the human ear can detect. It includes all sounds with wave frequencies higher than 20,000 waves per second, or 20,000 hertz. Although we can't hear ultrasound, it is very useful to humans and some other animals. Uses of ultrasound include echolocation, sonar, and ultrasonography. Echolocation is when animals such as bats and dolphins send out ultrasound waves and use their echoes or reflected waves to identify the locations of objects they cannot see. This is called echolocation. Animals use echolocation to find prey and avoid running into objects in the dark. You can see in this picture how a bat uses echolocation to find its insect prey. Sonar uses ultrasound in a way that is similar to echolocation. Sonar stands for sound, navigation, and ranging. It is used to locate underwater objects such as submarines. That's how the ship pictured in this figure is using it. A sonar device is both a sender and a receiver. It sends out ultrasound waves and detects the waves after they reflect from underwater objects. The distance to underwater objects can be calculated from the known speed of sound in water and the time for the sound waves to travel to the object. The equation for distance traveled when speed and time are known is distance equals speed times time. Consider the ship and the submarine that we saw before. If an ultrasound wave travels from the ship to the submarine and back again in 2 seconds, what is the distance from the ship to the submarine? Take a moment and figure that out. The distance equals the speed times 1 second. Now it's 1 second because the total time was 2 seconds from the ship to the submarine to the ship again. And we want the time that it's from the submarine to the ship only. So we divide the total time in half. The speed of sound waves through the ocean water is 1,437 meters per second. Therefore, the distance from the ship to the submarine is, drum roll please, 1,437 meters. Now, assume that the sonar device on the ship sends an ultrasound wave to the bottom of the water. If the sound wave is reflected back to the device in 4 seconds, how deep is the water? Take just a moment and think about this. Write down your answer. Remember, we're using ocean water, and sound waves travel through ocean water at 1,437 meters per second. You got it? Great. The time it takes the wave to reach the bottom is 2 seconds. So the distance from the ship to the bottom of the water is 1,437 meters per second times 2 seconds, which equals 2,874 meters. Ultrasonography. Another use of ultrasound is to see inside the human body. This use of ultrasound is called ultrasonography, though most times we just refer to it as ultrasound. Harmless ultrasound waves are sent inside the body, and reflected waves are used to create an image on the screen. This technology is used to examine internal organs and unborn babies without risk to the patient. Here you can see a doctor using ultrasound to map out or see the baby. So, in summary, ultrasound is sound that is a wave frequency higher than the human ear can detect. It includes all sounds with wave frequencies higher than 20,000 waves per second, or 20,000 hertz. Animals, such as bats and dolphins, send out ultrasound waves and use their echoes to identify the locations of objects they cannot see. This is called echolocation. Sonar stands for sound navigation and ranging. It is used to locate underwater objects, such as submarines. Ultrasonography is a use of reflected ultrasound waves to see inside the body. So, are you now able to explain what ultrasound is and how it is used? If you need to view the video one more time, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, we have a question or two for you to answer coming up next. See you soon.